Hey, what's up, everybody? that was short for some reason. It was like shorter than usual, was it not?
It was. I wasn't ready yet.
Me either. I was messing with these sweet ass headphones.
The candy phones, dude.
Anyways, guys, hey, this is another episode of UFO Garage.
I'm Ben.
And I'm Joe, and this is where we talk about UFOs, aliens, and all things weird.
All things weird, dude.
Yeah, welcome to another Totally Topless Two-Topic Tuesday. How is everybody doing this afternoon?
How are you doing? Put your hands up. It's grooving.
Morning, wherever you guys are out there in the world.
Wherever you guys are out in the world, hey, look up. Do you see the moon? Do you? Are you sure? You sure it's up there?
No, dude. Not if you're on the other side of the world.
We did a poll. Maybe it's too early to tell, but I did a poll, and it said, "What day is today?" The answers are yes, no, and Tuesday. 29% say yes.
I guess technically all of those are correct, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's all subjective. No, we got 12% for no, 59% for Tuesday. So yes, 59%. I don't know. Are the yes people also right? I feel like they are.
I think so. I think so.
Like they are, man.
Spooky, are you talking about Ben?
We're Spooky. What's up, brother? Oh, yes.
He said, did somebody get hairier? I don't know if you guys knew this, and I wasn't supposed to say anything, but recently, last week, Ben got his first pubes.
I got my first pubes. They've been glue on up until
dude.
now. Thank you, man.
Congratulations. That's why he was using Manscaped on his face this whole time, and I was just over here making fun of him. Little did I know he didn't even have pubes yet.
Well, I mean, I wasn't going to talk about it, but I mean, we can talk about my first pube if you want.
Dude, I mean, hey, all flowers grow at different rates. They're all beautiful.
Here's the thing. I didn't even realize it until it was like 4 inches long, man.
You were like, what is this thing?
It kept going, man. It was like a freaking yo-yo.
Oh, man, that's awesome. Well, hey, guys, Totally Topless Tuesday. We've got two topics for y'all today. As y'all are starting to understand, these Tuesdays are a little bit more fast-paced, or a little quicker, a little shorter, but still packed full of nutrients. You know what I'm saying? It does the body good, just like milk and beer.
Dude, milk and beer. Have you ever had that?
Kind of. I've had like a creamer with a beer, and it was pretty tasty.
It's not bad.
Yeah, dude.
It's not bad.
Pretty good stuff.
Tammy, what's up, Tammy? She sent an awesome email with a really interesting thing. I thought this would be cool for topic 1. Where do you get your information? That was the subject of the email, and I click on the link, and we'll read it here in a second. But I'm putting that banner up. Oh,
we're like 4chan, duh.
Dude, I'm scared to go on 4chan.
Are you? They gonna come get you?
Come get me, man.
They gonna come get you on 4chan?
Well, shit. I live right next to the
county.
Well, the county and the gingerbread man.
Oh yeah.
right off there on Drury Lane, man.
On Drury Lane.
So anyway, all right.
All right.
The article says the Department of Air Force Waggy Service release. Department of Air Force. The Department of Air Force will release the Where Airmen and Guardians Get Information survey this week. This survey will be emailed to most Guardians and approximately 12,000 randomly selected Air Force military and civilian personnel from all major demographics. The survey provides department leaders and communication professionals with insight on how to provide airmen and guardians with relevant information through multiple internal and external sources. It goes on, but basically the survey, okay, I'll read the last one. The survey will be followed in the late spring by focus groups designed to improve understanding of the survey findings and to identify potential solutions to information shortfalls. Members are encouraged to volunteer for focus groups in their unit. So basically they're like, hey guys, y'all are pretty important. Like very, very important. Handle some really, deadly machinery. Some of the smartest people we got. Where do you learn stuff? What you listening to? Are you? I don't know if they're gonna ask this, but like, is Joe Rogan gonna be a checkbox? Is Frisky Richie Dolan gonna be a checkbox?
Yeah, dude, I don't know, man. I mean, I guess like on one hand, it's probably cool. It provides people information. On the other hand, though, it's kind of like most things in this world, it's none of your business.
Yeah.
It's none of your business. And whenever you start compiling all this stuff, and then you're like, oh, well, look where people are getting their information. Then what is the Air Force gonna do? Are they gonna like, like on base? Are they gonna like block certain things and you can only get information from certain avenues? Like it's just like it's there's a weird thing happening like in like the world right now where like people are always
Censorship
trying to it's censorship and people are always trying to tell you what to do. Like,
and
can
how to
you
think and who to listen to.
can you mind your own business? Does it matter where I'm getting this information? Who I mean, who cares? Like if we engage with one another and like you're like, oh, well, where'd you get your information? And you say, well, I got it from this place. Where'd you get your information? Like
Yeah.
that's one thing, right? Can we not all communicate where our information comes from? Does it have to go in some giant database that then some large company, not to mention the military industrial complex, like gets a hold of it and then they're like censoring shit,
Yep.
I mean, we see large tech companies right now that are like just censoring shit, right? Like you see all this stuff like up in Canada, like all that huge line of trucks that are out there right now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen shit on the news about it. I wonder why. I wonder why. It's like nobody, like these large companies pick and choose like what you can see. So
Yes.
I think while you may not be getting the best information or the most accurate information, it's important that we keep these channels of all information open at all times. Because once all this stupid shit dies down, you're going to start getting more accurate, relevant information from multiple spaces again. This seems like growing pains, like in
Yes.
the age of technology, and just people act like everybody being fucking smart. You know what I'm saying? Like when we're not all smart, right? But like with the internet, it's easy to come off pretty half cocked and say, hey, I know some shit, right? I could just Google it, right? But even then, Google censors a lot of information, a lot of information. I can Google something, right? And I won't find an answer. And then I go to like Bing or DuckDuckGo or whatever. And boom, first thing up that I was looking for.
Bing, bing, bong. Yep.
So it's like, there's a lot of favoritism and money behind information that you get. So, I think as long as if you're interested in information, seek that information, but also seek that information from multiple outlets, multiple sources, and then you got to kind of do your own sifting, right?
Yeah.
You pick the bullshit out and then you put all the good stuff together.
You
Right?
said something about growing pains as a society on like who to believe and where you get your news sources from. I think, dude, I think you're onto something there because I've noticed something recently. Like maybe this is just me and what pops up on my social media feeds, but like I'm seeing less and less memes. Have you seen a lot of memes, or is it? I feel like there's a lot less memes. Like that was like the communication device, like the joke thing where like a lot of truth was being told at the same time. Like, shit. Like that's why they, caught like wildfire because they were like true and funny.
Yeah.
But there's been a lot less memes lately.
I know. And a lot more like boring ass NPR articles are like popping up everywhere. Don't get me wrong. I think NPR is good. They got some cool shit on NPR, but like NPR sounds like a library smells. You know what I'm saying? It's just so fucking like, it's like,
it was like a decaying tooth.
And now today on NPR, we're going to be talking about the
I
cultural differences of South America.
I hope you're getting sleepy and you're about to take a nap. And on your lunch break, you just had a large meal. Hopefully it was a large burrito from Chipotle.
And then
I hope you didn't get the queso because it sucks.
yeah. And then there will be a commercial. Hi, I'm Crystal. And it's all bubbly.
Crystal with a K?
Crystal with a K. Hi, I'm Crystal with a K. And I'm here to tell you that if you drink Windex in lieu of liquor, you still fuck you up, but you have to go to the hospital.
Yes. Instead of drunk tank, you're going to be on some kind of IV medication. Or, I don't know, man. I can't remember.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, memes were like king for a while, and it was so easy to just kind of like get your point across with a meme. The issue with memes that I found is that they were so simple and so direct that people started like they would try and prove points the exact same way with no like dissection of the topic at hand. They're just like, nope, this, that, and boom.
Yeah.
And that's true. And you're like, well, did you think about that at all? Like there's a lot to that, but people's thought process also became as small and direct as a meme. You
Right.
know?
So I feel like we're growing out of that stage though. I think we're starting to see the beginning of growing out of, okay, we understand. It's just like anything that becomes like a trend. It's like, okay, now that we can call it a name and we can understand it, we can identify it. Now we can communicate on a better basis. I don't know what's next, but it does seem like we're growing out of that phase where like memes is almost like kindergarten, where it's like, the funniest thing. I mean, well, farts are still funny, but like, like doing a fart noise, like in the middle, like the teacher's trying to say something, like we're starting to grow out of that phase. What am I saying? Farts are always going to be so funny, but morphing into a new type of communication. So I don't know. I guess where the sources come in, it's like memes. How do you fact check a meme? Like, I wonder what the next form of quick, or maybe it won't be quick. Maybe people will start communicating more thoroughly. Maybe I hope.
Yeah, you would hope that's the case. But we also can't just take like every time you post something, Facebook puts a goddamn like fact checking. You can go to this site and blah 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 or like whatever. Like like you notice they stopped doing the actual like fact check things where it has that little meter on it.
God,
and it's because they got called out for total censorship and bullshit. That's why they don't do that anymore because they got caught. Like actually, like people would post things that are real and they'd be like, oh, this is false, just because they didn't like it or they didn't hold the same viewpoints. And people were fucking censoring that and calling it fake when it wasn't. And so that's why they stopped doing it. They got in a fuckload of trouble for it.
Good. That was lame, dude.
It was
I'm so glad we're out of that.
So lame. So lame, dude.
What happens in the metaverse where you're like, hey guys, who wants to talk about aliens? Actually, my name's Mark Zuckerberg. Aliens don't exist. It's only the metaverse and the moon is real, okay?
Yeah. Dude, have you heard the thing with Elon Musk? How he's kind of like talking shit about the metaverse, like it's like super lame. He was talking about it, and they were asking him about.
He said it was lame.
They were asking him about the metaverse, and he was like, "I don't really know. I mean, like when you were a kid, they always told you never to sit too close to the TV because like it would ruin your eyes, and now you have like this TV like right on top of your eyes.
Yeah.
And the idea that you have to put like goggles on to obstruct your view to see a virtual world is just kind of simple and basic, if you ask me. So like that dude's talking like, no, I want you to be able to see a virtual world with no fucking goggles on type of,
contact lenses, dude.
Yeah, reality, dude. So like that dude started like metaverse probably came out and he was like, oh god, wait till they see the shit I've been working. I invented the metaverse when I was 13.
Yeah, dude.
He was probably like, this is so lame.
I bet you're 100% correct. I mean, who knows what's happening in like the prototype phases of his Tony Stark-esque underground laboratories. He's like, this is fucking cool.
Yeah.
He's like floating in a vat of goo.
Yeah. He's like plugging himself in and shit. I'm sure that dude's having an awesome time. or he's
Dude,
not. You know,
eh, I bet every Tuesday night Elon Musk gets in a vat of blue goo and then he glows for 12 hours straight and he just feels amazing. Like it's just blue goo. And it's just like this ultimate light. Like that's the new thing.
Yeah.
It's just like dopamine.
Yeah, man. But so that the Air Force and the information, the data collecting, I mean, I find it hard to believe. I find it hard to believe that the Air Force doesn't already have some sort of mechanism to tell like what people are into. Like, come on, you know?
Right.
You
Or
got
maybe see that crossed my mind too. Like they should probably already know that, right? What if it's like a check to make sure that they're being honest about where they're getting their information?
exactly.
So it's like a deeper like psyop, like
Yeah. It's
psychological
kind of like
operation.
all the UFO shit coming out right now. It's like, oh, okay, so like, let me get this straight. We all hated the government for covering it up. They came out and they were like, hey, so we want to be a little bit honest with you. And we were all like, oh, that's so cool. Let's all give the information to the government again. It's like they're doing the exact same thing, just this time they told you about it, you know? It's
That
kind of
in
like that
itself
whole
is that itself is a metaverse. That we went full circle. Like, oh wait, we finally get information, but who's it from? Oh, it's the government. The same people they've been lying about it for 80 years. We'll take it.
Yeah. Yeah. They were like,
and then we'll talk about it and argue about it
yeah.
forever now. Like
we need something. It's like
I'm
sometimes
getting bored over
it
here.
seems like the field gets so stagnant that like any little bit of crumbs and like people go ape shit on it. Yeah, I get it.
Yes.
I get it.
Dude.
That's
Yeah.
exciting. It's cool. I get it.
It is.
I get
It's exciting, man. But I want more. Have you seen the new Aziz Ansari stand up on Netflix?
Not yet.
Dude. All right. Well, I'm not spoiling anything, but his line is, "But we need more content. You don't have the content. Just go away. You have to have the content." It's so
man.
true. If anybody hasn't seen that, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Aziz is back, y'all.
Is he? Oh
Yes,
yeah.
in a full
Fuck
way.
yeah. It's nice to know that people can come back after being canceled.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he's really good, man. Yeah, that last special, it's so good.
Fucking A, man. But the information, so they're going to collect this database and then they're going to send it to 2,500 random people.
So they're gonna send it through. They're gonna print it on the back of the box of Pops, the cereal, and then they're gonna ask 35.
Gotta have my Pops.
Remember, surveys occur every 2 to 3 years. In addition to looking at trends and information preferences, this year's survey seeks information about the kinds of features departments personnel look for and information resources. Excuse me. These inputs will help inform decisions about future command information, products and services. Products and services. Good Lord, what is this, McDonald's?
Damn.
Everything's a fucking products.
So they're literally doing like an agreement for when you sign up for Facebook or you sign up for Google. They make you sign that agreement that's like, hey, all these products and services that we're providing, we're also going to sell them to third parties, and you can't do shit about it. Like that's what they're doing. It sounds ridiculous. And my other question would be that if they do this, are then military members going to be harassed? Are they going to be barred from certain jobs? Like if they submit this information, they're like, yeah, I love InfoWars. Are they going to be like, oh, you'll never be a captain, even though they're probably way more qualified and like apt to do the job of a captain than some other fuckhead that was like, no, I love NPR, right? You know, like, is that what's going to happen? Like, I don't trust shit like that. Like, especially if you're in the military, like a GI, it stands for government issue. Like you don't have a say. Why does it matter? You know, you already don't, you know, you do what you're told and that's it, you know? So why does this information matter at all?
Well,
they're like, oh man,
the same thing said about like, why are we even talking about this? But I feel like if it starts in the military, it's going to trickle down. I mean, I don't know. It's like, anyway, back to like,
it's the like all of these services had some
products and services.
All these products and services. Somebody from the government and or intelligence agencies. The internet was invented as a fucking war machine. Like that's what it was invented for in the first place, right? Like all this stuff was invented by the military, right? So all these guys, alphabet agencies, they've all had their hands somewhere in the creation of all these things.
Yeah.
Why is it now that the Air Force has to be like, hey, we're doing this too? It's like, you're really late to the game.
You said it like,
of all.
hey guys, hey,
yeah, like we've
who's a hot dog? Who's
Why
hungry?
like we already know that all these other companies, right? They're selling your information to third parties. Why doesn't the Air Force just be a third party and buy it? They're going to give it to you. It's easier, isn't it?
That's a really good point.
Like, just buy that shit. You know,
well, it's like you're running a t-shirt printing operation. You're like, hey guys, I'm really wanting us to get some company t-shirts, but I'm gonna need you to pay for those t-shirts, dude.
We're already spending a fuckload of tax money on Space Force, which we'll never know anything about. You might as well waste our tax money on buying this information as a third party.
Yeah, dude. Also, you can get all the free information you want off of TikTok. I mean, just download. Just tell everybody to download the app and. Your facial reconstruction. I mean, yeah, everything you like and what things you don't like.
I have never done those, like the make your face old, make your face a Disney character, the 10-year challenge. What do you look like in 10 years? Because these companies, man, they take that shit and they see how you've aged over 10 years, and then they project in the future what you're gonna look like in case shit goes down. They already know what you're gonna look like, even if you go off grid. Down. Yeah, if shit goes down, you decide to go off the grid, they know who they're looking for because they've seen your age progression by all these like voluntary face things that you're fucking doing all over the internet. So they know how you're going to age, dude. Yeah, I don't do them filter shit. I don't do none of that because it's just all mapping your face. You know, that there were some people in France that actually got in trouble because they were painting these weird block shapes on their faces in black and white paint. Yeah. And the facial recognition systems in the country couldn't pick up their faces. So people ended up getting picked out like, hey, you can't do that. And they're like, what? And they're like, you can't put that stuff on your face. And they were like, why? And they're like, well, because of facial recognition, we're tracking you. And they're like, oh, I don't want you to track me. And they're like, well, you don't have a choice. We're the government. You know?
Dude, we'll see full circle back to Aziz. He also brings this up too. It's like, we already, like, everybody's worried about giving away their data. Like, we already did it. Everybody, it's a whole, I don't want to, it's like telling a joke over it, but anyway. So I wanted to say this earlier. Anytime I hear like a company say like our products and services, like immediately I want to turn my computer off and throw it away. Like, fuck you. Like, don't say, I hate those words, dude. Products and services, dude. Our products and services. We fucking made a lasagna.
It's a good segue though for everybody out there listening. We have products and services. If you go to UFOpodcast.com, you can check
out our products and services.
Oh shit, man. Yeah. I mean, like most of them, dude. Facebook, never get on it. Like, never get on it unless it's a Tuesday or a Thursday and I need to check some shit.
Yeah.
Instagram, never get on it. I just don't use the platforms like I did when I like 5-6 years ago, right? Like,
well, I hate to tell you this, but I actually did the old face on your photo, so just to see what you would look like, and I am sorry. But you can do that. Like, it's kind of fucked up, isn't it? Like, it was like, just upload a photo of it. Just anybody. Doesn't have to be you. Could be anybody.
I fucking look the same, just white beard.
I didn't do it. Yeah, it's just you, just
white,
like really shittily painted white beard.
Yes.
It just says old over the forehead.
Yeah.
Old.
Oh shit, man. But yeah, I know, like, my information's already out there. It's gone. It's sold. But all like the newer stuff that's happening, like, I don't even touch it. Man. I miss the old.
I want more of my data out there.
I miss the old HTML MySpace days.
Yeah.
Where you could pick your top friends And everybody else knew. Everybody knew where their place was in your circle.
Everybody knew their place, man.
Everybody knew their goddamn place.
Who you were having beef with too. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah. And like now everybody calls you every day because they don't know their place in your life. I missed that top 8, bro.
And if like you miss a call from somebody, you're like, I called you like last Friday when you never called me back. I was busy. What do you mean? Like you're mad now. Oh, you're mad because I missed your phone call. Oh my God, dude.
Yes. Oh man, Mr. Crowley, what's up, man? No, dude, we're actually 2 minutes late. we were 2 minutes late, I think. 2 or 3.
Tonight. Yeah, usually. Per usual.
Man.
What's up, Mr. Crowley? What's up, brother?
Dude, yeah.
What's up in the chat? Tammy's in here. What's up, girl? Shit.
Yeah.
We got Jamie. That one time I was abducted by aliens. I'm assuming it's Jamie or Bree. I don't know. What's up, girls? Spooky. What's up, dude? Gordium. Yes. Chad Smith. I wore your shirt all day. I got my Chad Smith shirt in the mail.
Oh shit.
Dude, it is like the most comfortable shirt I've ever. This is my new favorite shirt.
Nice, dude. Nice. You got a white one?
It's like a gray white, like heather, dude. It smells like lotion, dude. Chad, pop a link in the chat, bro. People need to know.
Yeah, right.
It's a great shirt. It's a great shirt.
So once they collect all of this data, are they then going to put it somewhere so everybody can see it? Or is it only going to be for certain people?
It's only going to be for the people with products and services. Because I mean, they're going to be like, oh, they're building like a profile based off of what you listen to, who you're influenced by, and I mean it like.
Yeah, but what's the profile for? Like, what's the
to sell you products and services?
What's the experiment? What is the Air Force gonna sell you?
It's to tell the future. It's to run these AI.
They don't sell shit. The military doesn't sell shit except for bodies for services overseas. That's all they sell. So they don't need to know where I get my information from. They're like, hey, we need some of that. Could we trade you for some dead bodies that we'll send over?
Oh, God.
And then they're like, yeah. And then they're like, all right, all you 18-year-olds go die over there. And then they're like, all right, cool. Well, now everybody's dead. Can we have that stuff that we were going to trade for? And they're like, yeah. And they're like, all right, cool. We'll see you in 5 years when we need to blow some more shit up.
Oh, my God. I mean, that's the history of America, right?
It's not wrong. It ain't pretty, but it's not wrong.
Okay. Nicolas Cage wasn't a part of that, and he was a very huge part of American history.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Dude, it is crazy, man. So I feel like, it's like, I feel like we kind of gotten to the end of this one. I mean, we kind of know where we stand on that. Like, at the end of the day, why does it matter where we get our information from? People should be able to decide for themselves what to believe, who to follow, who to respect, who to listen to. And like, we gotta stop like babying everybody.
God,
dude.
I know. It's so lame. Like, I don't, like the other day, somebody like posted some shit. Like I said, I rarely get on, but like, because when I do get on, like when I get on Facebook and the first thing I see is like, Joe Rogan sucks. It's like,
no, he doesn't.
It's like, okay, stop. You're going to hurt Joe Rogan's feelings for one. And for two, does anybody care what you fucking think about Joe Rogan? No, nobody cares. Guess what? All you've done is inspire a bunch of people to go listen to Joe Rogan and why he sucks. And they're going to find out, oh, this guy doesn't suck. He fucking rocks. And the person that said he sucks. Like, shut up. Just nobody cares. Your opinion is stupid. My opinion is stupid. All of our opinions are stupid.
They're all dumb.
I have good opinions about like plants.
You have some very good opinions about plants.
Landscaping things.
Permaculture.
You know what I'm saying? Permaculture. Now like fish and fish tanks. Like I have some good opinions on that. But if I ever try to give you an opinion on what I think about foreign policies, just shut the fuck up because my opinion is stupid. Just like all of our opinions are stupid. Like, we got to stop that shit. Stop acting like we're so smart.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee you, 90% of us are dumb as shit. Like, all of us.
Well, I think I do the same thing. It's like if I align with somebody the way somebody's speaking, I'm like, oh yeah, then I want to be like that person too. I'm gonna say the same fucking thing and like as loud as I can. Like
Yeah.
I want to be like him.
But again, like you're projecting that opinion, like which is like it's fine, right? But like don't like if you are willing to die on a hill that Joe Rogan sucks, like you're a fucking idiot. Like shut up. Like
Yeah.
there's things that like opinions are like okay, like we need to discuss like what's going on in certain aspects of like your country, but like it should pertain to like how it affects you directly and personally, and that's where your opinion should come from. Like when you start going down the line of the branches of government and blah blah blah, and I sat next to you in history and you never passed that shit, like shut the fuck up. All right. Like no.
Dude, I love it. I love
Hell
it.
yeah.
We should have one political episode where we talk about politics. Really,
Oh
really
my
sink
God.
ourselves. Hey, I want to
Yeah,
check in on
seriously.
yeah. I really want to check in on the poll here. We have so the question the poll is what day is it today? And 30%, 31% say yes. 21% say no. And 48, it's gone down from the 60s. It's gone down to 48% say Tuesday.
Oh damn.
And I
So
mean,
So Tuesday's about to start losing the poll.
I almost like what? This is kind of a social experiment, you know.
Remember when I was asking about opinions?
There you go. Is it your right to have an opinion if it's Tuesday or not? I think so, man. In my truth, dude.
It is.
It could be
It
could be
is.
fucking Wednesday, and I don't care, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna change my mind. If I think
It's Wednesday on the other side of the world. Why can't it be Wednesday here too?
Or it's Wednesday tomorrow. What if I'm living in the future, baby? Shit.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't
All right.
believe
Well,
in
what's your
days.
topic, dude? Let's go to the next topic.
All right, next topic.
Oh, no, I gotta create a banner for it too.
Next topic is okay. Hold on one second. So who sent this to us? I want to make sure. John Marks. Dude, I think you're listening right now, actually.
Howdy, boy.
Yeah,
What's
dude,
up,
you posted a
dude?
kick-ass article, Introductory Space Science, Volume 2. It was edited by Major Donald G. Carpenter, with chapters by Major Donald G. Carpenter, Major William J. Goodwin, Lieutenant Colonel Edward R. Thurkeslin, Lieutenant Colonel John M. Kirk.
What can I put as a short, like, second topic? Like, this is what we're talking about.
Department of Physics, United States Air Force Academy.
Oh, we're going hard on Air Force today.
Yeah, we are going hard on Air Force. On the chair force, dude.
so second topic, Department of Physics, and then
United States Air Force Academy. Yeah, I just thought that this was really cool. It was written back in the 60s. I thought that was pretty cool. And they had some really interesting stories on here. Right out of the gate, it says unidentified flying object. What is an unidentified flying object? A UFO. Well, according to the United States Air Force Regulation 80-17, dated 19th of September 1966, a UFO is any aerial phenomena or object which is unknown or appears to be out of the ordinary to the observer. This is a very broad definition which applies equally well to one individual seeing his first not lucent a lucent cloud or I can't say it.
I don't know. That's a cool word. That sounds like a cool word though.
It's a cloud at twilight as it does to another individual seeing his first helicopter.
Noctilucent.
Good job, dude. Hell yeah, I like
Damn, that's a band name right there, dog.
It says the literature on UFOs is so vast and the stories so many and varied that we can only present a sketchy outline of the subject in this chapter. That outline includes description, classifications, operational domains, temporal and spatial, some theories as to the nature of UFO phenomenon, human reactions, attempts to attack the problem scientifically, and some tentative conclusions. If you wish to read further in this area, the references provide an excellent starting point. So it's pretty dope. I mean, descriptions, size, shape, and then the shape, they describe it as disc or an ellipse or football shape, etc. The luminosity, the color, the number of UFOs that are sighted, and their behaviors, the locations. They have, altitude, directions, etc., patterns and paths, flight characteristics such as wobbling, fluttering, etc., periodicity of
How about
sightings.
smell, ozone, or other odor?
Yeah, dude, like they really, like, there's more shit in this than it was that got released the last year, right? Last
Man,
July. I
this
mean,
is awesome.
there's a lot of cool stuff, man. Like after effects, burned areas or animals, depressed or flattened areas, dead or missing animals, mentally disturbed people, missing items. Like they really go in and they're like, yo, this is some shit that happens, right? And like,
Smoke or cloud, dude. Freaking
yeah, like they really go into this detail. It was really, really cool, right? That new one that we got in July, they were like, hey, yeah, we call them UAPs now, and we don't know what they are. Like what?
hey.
Yeah, like it's just crazy. But
No, I go by, it's a rebrand. I go by UAP now, dude. Look,
yeah,
I'm lactose intolerant, and I only eat keto.
yeah,
Call me UAP.
nothing. Like, there was just nothing.
And then like that's the end of the end of every conversation that starts like that.
I know, man.
I'm keto, full keto now, so like fucking nuts and berries and shit and fucking meats. And, did I say nuts?
All right, shut up, Ben.
All right.
So the next part of this is pretty cool. So it talks about the story about these people living in India, right? And the story was put together like it doesn't like have a date on here, but it says this book was written by a group of storyteller legends, which are like the story was finally put together in a manuscript form from people who learned how to write. Like, so like when people learned how to write, they started putting these stories together. And this story is nuts, dude. Um let's see.
Can I scroll to where I want to read along, dude. What
Yeah,
page is
dude,
it on?
it's right
458.
457 is when it starts. It's in the second paragraph, like third sentence.
Sick.
One of the stories is a small group of beings who supposedly came to Earth many thousands of years ago in a metal craft which orbited Earth several times before landing. As told in the book, these beings lived to themselves and were revered by humans among whom they had settled. But eventually, differences arose among them and they divided their numbers. Several of the men and women and children settling in another city where they were promptly installed as rulers by the awe-stricken populace. So they're saying that like these things came down after they orbited the Earth many, many times. They came to the population. The population was like, holy shit, you guys are like
Hey,
really,
man, can I
really
agree?
cool, right? And so then differences happened between the people that landed here. So half of them stayed and half of them went somewhere else.
Hold on, dude. Wait, dude. I'm sorry. But like, we're talking about, and I feel like, remember earlier when I was telling you this is what Dan Warren was covering in his TikTok series. This is it, dude. This is it.
Is it?
So this is an official Air Force documentation book of information that they give to our smartest, our best of the best of the best, sir.
And they're not saying, right, like, hey, this is a factual story, right? They're saying like, look, this story was written way back in the day, like when people learned how to fucking write.
So did
And
they
it
mean
survived.
like cuneiform? Like that was the first like written language, apparently?
It doesn't say.
Okay.
Whatever it was somewhere in India. It says separation did not bring peace to the people, and finally their anger reached a point where their ruler of the original city took with him a small number of his warriors, and they rose into the air in a huge shining metal vessel. While they were many leagues from the city of their enemies, they launched great shining lance that rode a beam of light. It burst apart in the city of their enemies with a great ball of flame that shot up to the heavens, almost to the stars. All those who were in the city were horribly burned, and even those who were not in the city but nearby were burned also. Those who looked upon the lance and the ball of fire were blinded forever afterwards. Those who entered the city on foot became ill and died. Even the dust of the city was poisoned, as were rivers that flowed through it. Men dared not go near it, and it gradually crumbled into dust and was forgotten by men. When the leader saw what he had done to his own people, he retired to his place and refused to see anyone. His palace, sorry, and refused to see anyone. Then he gathered about him those of his warriors who remained, and their wives and children, and they entered into their vessel and rose one by one into the sky and sailed away. Nor did they return.
This
So
sounds like it's something straight out of the Babel.
before the bubble. So could this foregoing legend really be an account of an extraterrestrial colonization, complete with guided missiles, nuclear warhead, and radiation effects? It's difficult to assess the validity of that explanation, just as it is difficult to explain why. Like, so somebody read that story from the military and was like, "Yo, that sounds like a fucking ICBM that they shot at a nearby city, caused radiation, blinded everybody that watched it, you know?" Like, dude.
So those who entered the city on foot became ill and died. I mean, that's radiation poisoning.
Yeah.
The dust of the city was poison.
Yeah.
As were the rivers that flowed through it. That's radiation.
It's radiation, man.
We're talking about, I mean, not necessarily nuclear bombs, but the same effect that we're not saying that these people, are we saying that these people back in the day before language was able to be written had the technology of nuclear power, or are we saying that like some other
I think it would be, I think it's interesting that if these beings, because they stated they were up in this metal craft and then they landed and then they came out and then the people of Earth worshiped them because they were awe-stricken by their abilities. So these things came from a metal craft from the sky, right? And they didn't describe metal chariots flying across the sky or nothing like that. They described a metal object that just came down, people got out, then they were fucking awestruck.
Question.
But it also, hold on one second. It makes sense though, right? That if these beings that landed so long ago ended up murdering humans with nuclear weapons, right? And then they were like, dude, that was so fucked up. We're just going to leave and pretend like this never happened. And then humans discover nuclear bombs and then they come back and they're like, whoa, what the fuck are you doing? That's why we left in the first place, because we realized that this was a terrible idea. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
So,
dude. So, okay. Question. If this was written back before like the Bronze Age, let's say, that's a metal. What metal do you think they're speaking of? Because I mean, like steel and stuff doesn't come till much later. Bronze doesn't. I mean, we go from like historically speaking, as far as we know, textbooks is like we go from the Stone Age to like the Bronze Age, like. So like that's the only kind of like metal.
Yeah.
So what metal are we? Is that a interpretation of the word that they're actually using? Because we could go down a rabbit hole on like the translation of the Bible itself. Like there's a lot of stuff that was translated wrong.
It could be a fucking wooden craft, and it doesn't matter. It orbited the Earth and landed. It doesn't matter what it was.
Very good point. Yeah,
it doesn't matter what it's made out of at that point, right?
I guess it would. Okay. Ooh. I'm falling back on this, like the context clues of like it's shiny. Like what other thing shines other than like I guess like granite? Granite's freaking heavy, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Diamonds,
diamonds,
man.
right?
Diamonds.
That's
Could you
heavy.
imagine a ship made out of diamonds, dude?
I think Kanye West has one. Um,
Nice.
yeah, dude. I just, I don't know. I don't know.
I love it. I
And
love
this,
that this is in like an official document, dude.
I know. I
I mean,
know.
like, what if they're just like blatantly telling us, "Hey, this is what we know, dude. This is what we know. This is all we know." I'll take it.
Yeah. And then it talks about the Greek and Roman mythology, right? And the battles between the gods that always happened, right? Why would we just discount that the gods had a battle, right? I mean, I guess if it was like a beautiful sunny day and then a hurricane showed up, if you were like a Greek, you'd be like, "Oh, Poseidon is angered by Zeus or whoever the fuck god of the sun was, right? I don't know. Maybe Hermes. I don't know. He's the guy that flies over
I
the
don't
sun or
know.
something. I don't know.
He's a speedy shoes. I know that.
Yeah, and then I always mix up the Greeks and the Romans, and then I remember, oh yeah, Greeks were all like Venus and stuff like that. They were
You
like
haven't seen
planet
Eternals.
names and shit. And yeah, I've seen it.
You have seen Eternals.
Yeah, I've seen Eternals.
I guess that doesn't really. They don't really say who the sun god is. They don't really say that.
Yeah,
But there is a Hermes.
yeah, dude. I don't know, man. I don't know. And then it even goes into like in Ireland, this thing came down and there was a rope had come down and somebody had climbed down on this rope from this flying craft in Ireland and it ended up getting stuck like on this like steeple on a church. And so one of the guys climbed down this rope supposedly and the community saw it and they rushed him and they grabbed him and by order of like the priest at the time
They killed him.
no he ordered him to let him go. And so
good.
the guy cut the rope and ended up scurrying back up into the craft and it flew away. This was like back in the day in Ireland. You know, there was another one. What was who was it?
New boot scooting up that rope, dude.
That may have been. Oh, dude! And then in France, 3 men and a woman supposedly descended from an airship or a spaceship and were captured by a mob. This was another one where a mob captured them. These foreigners admitted to being wizards. They admitted to being wizards, and then the mob murdered them.
God, see, that's what I thought the ending of the other story was going to be. Like almost every ending of like anything a few hundred years ago is like they probably killed them. Like anything weird happened, like kill him. Like it's just like a default thing. Oh, that guy's weird. That's just we all know what we got to do. Hey, look at this. I like this one. 33.3. Numerology, anybody? Some theories as to the nature of the UFO phenomenon. There are very few cohesive theories as to the nature of UFOs. Those theories that have been advanced can be collected in 5 groups. 1, mysticism. That's cool. Oh, wait, I said 1. A. B, hoaxes and rantings due to unstable personalities. That'll be me.
Possibly.
C, secret weapons. D, natural phenomena. And E, alien visitors. So do you think this is ordered? My question to you, Joe, like, do you think this is ordered at any kind of like believability scale, or just do you think it's random?
I mean,
like, is the last thing that we'll believe is going to be alien visitors?
I think it's ordered like that on purpose, right?
I feel like they're in your face telling you that it's mysticism.
Right, because the first one is mysticism, right? Nobody believes in mysticism, you know?
Yeah, like, it's almost like you pass it like because it's the first answer.
Yeah.
Like on a test, you're like,
especially in the 60s, if you were like, oh yeah, mysticism, right? that shit was for the hippies and dope smokers. Right?
Yeah, man.
Hoaxes and rantings due to unstable personalities. That would be the next thing on the list. People are like, yeah, because mysticism is full of shit, so it must be hoaxes, right?
Yeah, you're like
And then
right
you
next
get
to
to
each other.
see you're like secret weapons. Oh, wait a second. Well,
Oh.
it could be hoaxes. Mysticism is still a bunch of bullshit, but secret weapons, I can,
I
hold
see
on to
that.
secret weapons, natural phenomena, and then last but
Mhm.
not least, if all this stuff doesn't check out, it could be alien visitors,
So
right?
it's a crazy thought, guys, but it could be alien visitors.
Yeah, man. No, so I think definitely I think it was definitely on purpose for sure.
Well, look at the last sentence. It even starts with mysticism. I guess it's describing each. I don't know. Does it? Oh, it
Yeah.
does. Okay,
Yeah.
so it goes on to describe. It is
Mhm.
believed by some cults that the missions of UFOs and their crews this is a spiritual one, and that all materialistic efforts to determine the UFO's nature are doomed to failure. That's all it says about mysticism. Really?
Yeah.
That's all it says. I
Yeah.
feel like there's a
And
lot
now
more,
isn't
but
it and now isn't it funny how like mysticism and like consciousness and like all that
yeah.
shit being one, everything is one is like now like the complete opposite of what it used to be back in the day.
Mhm.
Yeah. And if you go back to page 458, they have this little article down at the very bottom about Alexander Hamilton, the April 21st,
Alexander
1987.
Hamilton,
Uh, 1897, dude. Kansas.
1897.
In Kansas, right here in the United States.
A
Something came
prosperous
down.
and prominent farmer named Alexander Hamilton. Sorry.
I was just going to give you the cliff notes.
Oh,
A craft came down, dropped a rope, picked up a cow, and they were like, hey, what the fuck? And it took off with the cow. And everybody was like, what is going on? And then the next day, like the neighboring farmer found its legs and head on their property. And the guy was like, how did it get here? Like there's not even any tracks to where these legs are. So whatever it was, they cut that shit off and threw it down out of a craft
out of
in
a
1897.
cigar-shaped ship about 300 feet long,
Mhm.
floated some 30 feet above the cattle. It had a carriage underneath, which was brightly lighted with dirigible and gondola. There is a question mark at that. And which had numerous windows. Yeah, sounds like a lot of Michael Schratt
Yes, it
illustration,
does.
doesn't it?
Uh-huh.
That one in particular.
Inside were 6 strange-looking beings jabbering in a foreign language.
Jabbering.
Yeah.
I feel like if you told it like a crowd of people, like, "Hey, stop your jabbering," like that's an insult, right? Like,
Yeah.
"Hey, stop your jabbering over here."
So
No, we're actually having intellectual conversations.
it's good. It's real good. It's really nice.
It's really nice. Talking about ice cream, says.
Yes, dude. But so yeah, dude.
Yeah, this is cool, dude. I want to keep reading.
Yeah,
Oh
it's a
my
cool
god,
document.
it's
If you
fun.
guys want to check it out, it's on the group, the UFO Garage group page on Facebook. John Marks posted it. Go check it out. It's a really cool, interesting read. I sat down this morning. I went and I got some coffee, and I opened up the document, and I ended up sitting there for like 30 minutes, and I just read the whole thing. So I'm a slow reader. It's like
Dude.
15 pages, I think.
Oh,
12
that's
pages,
not
something like that.
bad. That's not
Yeah,
bad.
it's
How
not
f-
bad.
How fun though.
It's just it was very interesting, and it wasn't like some boring ass like government document, you know?
Yeah,
It was like a really interesting document.
this is what we want, man. Give the people the content. As this
Yeah.
he says, give the people the content. If you want people to follow it, whatever,
Uh,
just tell us what to do. Just give us the content, man. It's so
yes,
true.
dude.
It's so true.
Oh man. John Music. Dude, thanks for the 15, bro.
John.
Thank
Oh
you so much.
shit. That's what's up.
Hell yeah.
All right, I've been neglecting the chat all evening.
It's all good. That was a pretty quick hour, man.
Yeah, man.
It was a pretty quick hour. But that's awesome. That's what I love about these is because it's just two topics. We kind of lightly get into them, and it just sparks conversation, sparks ideas, gives you guys something to go and look at before Thursday. Hop in the chat. We got a good one coming up this Thursday, guys.
We got an awesome Thursday. We've got Darcy Weir and Jim Goodall. The Jim Goodall, dude.
The legend.
We're talking about their new Darcy Weir's new film called the legendary TR-3B. It is said to be the very first alien reproduction vehicle that the military built secretly for space exploration. The history of triangular UFO sightings and top secret military aircraft is discussed by the best and the brightest, featuring Richie Frisky Dolan, Jimothy Goodall, Jeremy Rice, Dr. Jack Casher, Alara, and Edgar Fauci. I don't know if there's any relation, but and Darcy Weir, of course, he's the director. That's gonna be a good convo, dude. That's gonna be fun.
Well, I hope there's no relation. Otherwise, it's all gonna be full of shit, and they're just making it up on the spot.
On the spot, dude.
They're just making the shit up as they go.
They're just making it up, dude.
They don't fucking
He's doing
know.
the best he can, man. Well, the information provided at that moment.
Oh, he must own the production company, so of course it's in his best interest.
You know what? No buttholes. Okay, everybody does have buttholes. Wait, but do they have buttholes? Some people have two. I don't know. Some people are just assholes.
Yes. Oh shit, man. All right, dude. Well, hey, that was pretty sick. You guys don't forget to go check out all of our stuff down at UFOGaragePodcast.com. If you haven't heard, we're doing a pretty kick-ass thing. Anything you purchase from us at the end of the quarter, 20% gets donated to people who are doing research or people who are in the community that are just in a need for a little extra help. Dan Lizzie Borden, I love the Butthole Surfers. They're from our hometown. What's up? Austin, Texas in the house. Yeah.
What's up, Dan Liz?
Yeah, dude. So yeah. When you help us, you help everybody in the community. So it's gonna be pretty sweet. Don't forget to go check it out. Yeah.
We're doing our part and we're doing our fart.
Indiana. Hello.
So, oh my God, shots.
No, she said,
"Hello, host. Hello, host." You can tell where my brain's at.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Oh, dude. Heck yeah, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and congratulations on Thin Lizzie Borden for joining the SOR Weekend Show. That's freaking awesome. I was talking to Willie about that this past week. That's awesome. So congrats, Thin Lizzie. Dude, she's awesome. Y'all got to check her out. If y'all haven't seen them on the weekend show, well, Space Out Radio in general, y'all should check them out. It's an awesome group of people. Awesome conversations happening. So we love supporting our buds over there.
Yes.
Luke Morales. Love you, brother.
Hey, you totally rock as well, man.
Mr. Crowley, love you, brother. Simon Wales. A little tear in your eye. It's like I have a little tear in my eye too. Also, I love your profile photo. What is that, dude? Love it, dude.
Love
it.
Pretty sweet. Love it. It looks like a character from the old Raisins TV show they used to come on. That's what it looks like. A little claymation guy. Hell yeah. All right, guys. Well, that's it for us on another totally topless Topic Tuesday, man. We will see y'all on Thursday. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right.
It does sound good.
We'll talk to y'all next time, man.
All right, man.
Peace.
Hey.